Hey, good morning, everyone. This is Kim Quady with KimPlaysWithPaper.com. I am a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Mesa, Arizona. I go live every Tuesday morning at 8:30 Arizona time to show you some fun paper crafting products using Stampin' Up! Supplies. This week, I'm just going to do a really quick card. Good morning, Mark. Let's get started. I will pop you down to my workspace and we'll do some stamping. Good morning, Brenda and Chris. Rhode Island, what's it like there today? Good morning, Don. We are looking forward to a really awesome day here in Arizona, looking for some 90s later in the week. Hi, Cindy. Thanks for popping in today. I'm going to be using the Timeless Tulip set. It's found on page 21 of Stampin' Up's big annual catalog. And it's at a bundled price. So for $32.25, you can get both the stamp set and the punch. Now, the good news is this is going to carry over into Stampin' Up's brand new catalog, which goes live May 4th. So we know that this stamp set and this punch will be in the catalog, but it won't be bundled. So if you want that 10% discount, now is the time to get that here before May 4th. And I do, Chris, I love this stamp set as well because being from the Midwest, I grew up in North Dakota, lived in Minnesota, as well as Nebraska. I love tulips. Sometimes I'll even go to Trader Joe's and just buy some tulips so that I can have them in my house. They're just so beautiful. In fact, when we lived, good morning, Deb, speaking of Minnesota and Woodbury, when I lived in Minnesota, I planted a whole bunch of tulip bulbs and just waited anxiously for spring to come and for all those purple and yellow tulips to pop up. And some stinking little squirrel dug up all my bulbs and ran off with them. So I never got any tulips. So that's my tulip story. Yeah, I do miss those flowers, but maybe I can get them in the store. So I bought the stamp set so that I can recreate my tulips. This is a card that we made in class this week. So it features Magenta Madness and Just Jade, as well as a Happy Easter, Happy Spring, Happy everything. Now this designer series paper is actually going to be featured in the new catalog as well. During celebration in January and February, if you joined Stampin' Up! As a new demonstrator, you could get all these packs of paper free. Or as a demonstrator, you could purchase that separately. So I purchased all the in colors. So that's what I'm going to make. That's what I'm going to make today. I'm just searching for all of the pieces. So I started with my Magenta Madness base. I have a Whisper White piece that we'll put right in the middle, and the same size of piece 5 1/4 by 4 that will go on the front, and we'll adhere this piece of designer series paper that's cut at 5 1/4 by 1 1/4, and then this little teeny piece of Just Jade, so that's 5 1/4 and 1/4 inch long. I also have another some scratch paper on which we're going to stamp our tulips, and then we'll have a small piece that it's a stitched rectangle that we'll put our sentiment. And at the end, I will also show you a few Easter cards I've gotten in the mail from some of my fun crafting friends. Good morning, Sandy. Yes, it's just a great all-around set, and sometimes those sets in the annual catalog kind of get lost. But I love that it has the hello and the birthday and the Mother's Day, the get well soon, and the Easter. So we can get a lot of things covered. So if you don't have this one, you might want to get it before it's not available as a bundle anymore. All right, so let's do a little bit of stamping and punching. I am going to just bring in my base, and first of all, just use my Stampin' Seal Plus to put my 5 1/4 by 4 Whisper White cardstock in the middle, so you can stamp on it and write on it as well. A lot of people will put this piece in last if they stamp on it, to make sure that we don't make any mistakes on there. That never happens to us, does it? Good morning, Christine. Thanks for popping in. But I'm not going to stamp on it this morning. I am just going to leave it to write in it. I'd like to get it off in the mail today if I could, possibly. And then I'm going to put my... I've done this several ways. So I have the stem inked up. So I could put my stem on before or after I stamp. Or after I put that on. So I'm going to do all of it so I know where to stamp. I'm going to bring in my Stamparatus. This is my little, sometimes I just don't get things straight. So this base helps me. I'm going to put adhesive on the back of this little piece of Designer Series paper. And the Stamparatus helps me get it in exactly the right spot that I want. So I tuck my paper right into the corner here, snug it up, and then I can snug up my my Designer Series paper right in the corner, and it goes exactly, if I've cut it right, it goes exactly where I want. So I like that. So there's no crookedness going on there. Then I have my little strip of Just Jade, just to add some color from that color I'm going to use in the stamping, and just nudge that up real closely to it. I didn't overlap it. You could overlap it, but all right. Now, and like I said, you can do it any way you want. You could do this part last, or you could do it first, depending on, try it both ways and see what works best for you. You notice I bring in my Stampin' Pierce mat. I use that when I'm working with the photopolymer stamps, especially with this distinctive stamp that has a lot of detail in it. Sometimes that helps a little bit. All right, bring in our Just Jade pad, but I'm also going to use one of the little Stamparatus little grid sheets so that I don't get ink all over my Stampin' Pierce mat. And good news, these are back in the catalog coming up as demonstrators. We got sneak peeks of the catalog, so we're all excited about that. I signed up for On Tour, so I got a hard copy in the mail yesterday. So I'm inking up my stem, being very, very careful. This is a really thin piece. You don't want to do any rocking on the pad, so you don't want any ink on any sides of that, or it will follow onto your paper and it will be frustrating, and we don't want frustrating. So I'm going to make 3 stems coming out the side, the bottom right-hand side of my card, kind of varying them as tulips do in the garden. So I have those all ready to go. If I wanted to add some leaves, and those tulip leaves just seem to go hither and yon in the garden. You just never know where they are. So you don't have to be too particular about where they go. I know I see pictures this time of year from the Netherlands and all their tulips, and I think, oh, wouldn't that be awesome? So, all right, so we're almost, let's see. Now I need to get to get my tulips ready. And I am using Magenta Madness ink for that. Good morning, Christine and Deirdre. Thanks for popping in. So my Magenta Madness ink, I'm going to, I can practice on this too if I want to, or practice here on my mat. I need 2 tulips that I'm going to punch out and pop up. So I'm going to do 2 on this Whisper White or Basic White sheet of cardstock. Okay, they're ready to punch out. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to ink that up, stamp off, and then make one of our tulips right here, just kind of a little different color. All right. Bring in the tulip builder punch. You'll notice you can punch the tulips and the leaves if you so desire. So I'm going to just pop that in. That's what's so nice. Isn't it just awesome about Stampin' Up's coordinating products? The stamp sets match the dies and coordinate with the punches. So I'll pop those out. Line it up and pop it out. Makes crafting so much easier, so much more fun. All right, so we have that. Take those 2 pieces. All righty, so I think I'll put that on the front before affixing, but let's do the sentiment too. So I have my little stitched rectangle and my Magenta Madness ink, and kind of ink that up, tap, 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 practice on my grid paper. But what I like about the photopolymer, you can see right through, so you know exactly where you're stamping. Press down evenly and firmly, and we're good to go. Okay, there we are. So now we have all of our pieces, and let's put the card together. Good morning, Beth. Good to see you. Thanks, Sandy. It is you think about the purples and the yellows and all the different colors of tulips, and we could make so many combinations. And I have seen a lot of really beautiful tulip cards come out this year. So I'm just going to put my Stampin' Seal Plus on get my card almost all ready to go here. And you can see how quick and simple this is. You could get a whole bunch done and get them in the mail. And if you've missed Easter, there's also the birthday sentiment, or you can get ready for Mother's Day and be all ready to go. You could always add a little bit of ribbon there if you wanted to, even some jewels, maybe some wink of Stella. So there are lots of ways you can make it clean and simple, quick and easy, or you can step it up as much as you want. So I was just putting Stampin' Dimensionals on the back of one of those tulips and just kind of giving that little garden a fun look here. Okay, and then I'm going to just put that tulip right there so he doesn't go off the edge. All right, I'm also going to use dimensionals to pop up the sentiment. I always use more adhesive than I need, but I don't like things sagging or falling off, so. And you can put this, like if you had made a mistake anywhere, you could move your sentiment around. You could put it anywhere you want. There we go. Alrighty, so that's the quick and easy Easter card today. And so now I have the supplies to go make a bunch of those. That's using Stampin' Up's Timeless Tulip stamp set and the coordinating Tulip Builder Punch. Remember, right now that's offered at a 10% discount. When it carries over into the new catalog, you'll still be able to get both, but you'll just have to pay separately for them. Now let me just share a couple of quick Easter cards that I've either gotten or made. We made this Easter card in class the other day as well. It uses Stampin' Up's Art Gallery stamp set, along with this. I've just totally smitten with the Golden Garden specialty acetate. So this week I'm using it on the Flirty Flamingo. I think last week I made a card using the Highland Heather. So just love that, and really clean and simple. There was no die cutting. We just stamped off and stamped on. So that was a really fun Easter card. Got this one in the mail from a friend yesterday. the clean and simple card. Looks like she's done some blending with the blends. Easter Blessings from the stamp set Itty Bitty Greetings. And if you like Itty Bitty Greetings, you should get that now because that is being retired and won't be available next year. This is from Karen in Nebraska. And this one is made by my friend Beth. And she just loves the little fussy cutting of all the flowers and the bunny. Very cute. Love, love, love to get handmade cards in the mail. And a customer and her daughter made and sent this beautiful Easter card with the Easter eggs and a little bunny sticking out with the Happy Easter sentiment. I'm sure that there will be more cards showing up in my mailbox this week. I hope so anyway. And so, like I say, if you're already done with your Easter cards or you don't think you can get them in the mail, the Timeless Tulips set is good for a variety of different occasions and sentiments. So I appreciate you stopping by today. Let me know if you have any questions, anything I can help you with, or something you'd like me to cover in a future Facebook Live. But I will be here next Tuesday at 8:30 a.m. Arizona time. And have an awesome, awesome week and a good day. And we'll talk to you soon. Thanks. Bye-bye.